I have been in Weight Watchers now for 2 years. My starting weight was 107 kilos, 66 kilos. God, I don't even want to think about what my daily diet would have been, but it would have mostly consisted of what we call beige food. Hot chips, bread, lots and lots of potato, not a lot of fruit and veg, not a lot of lean meats. I would take nap. I was cranky. I relied on my husband a lot to do a lot of the things. I was sick a lot, so he'd have to stay home and help me look after them. Energy, none. Now and think about what I can actually do when I get home after working all day. I walk in the kitchen, I start preparing our meals. Quite often I'll do 2 different meals, a meal for my husband and I and some for the kids. Then, you know, we organise their bath and, you know, just spending some time with them because we've been at work. We'll put them to bed and we have a bedtime routine where we go into Alexander's room and we dance and sing 3 songs every night. I would never have been able to do that before, ever. So we do the hokey pokey and we do the time warp. They love the time warp and the chicken dance. My relationship with my husband's great. I think it wasn't until I could look at myself and see how unhealthy and overweight I was that I, you know, realised how I'd let myself go, and I just found it amazing that he'd sort of never judged me for it anyway. So seeing that, yeah, it's been amazing. I get me teary. I find if I don't plan or at least semi-plan my meals for the week or for the day, then that's where I might go off track a bit. And funnily enough, when I go off track, we're not talking plates full of beige again. We're just talking where I might eat too many snacks, and then when I hop in on the scales at the end of the week, you know, I haven't had that loss maintained or just had that little gain. I mean, that in itself has been amazing for me to know that I've changed so much of my mindset that I don't go back to that. I don't go back to my old ways. Probably overweight, unattractive, and probably frumpy. You know, when you're that overweight, you don't try hard to look nice because you fail, so you just don't try. So you can go shopping and you can buy the most beautiful clothes in the world in, you know, the mega enormous sizes, but you still look awful when you look in the mirror or when you see a photo. So it's easier to not try and fail than put all that effort in. And so I did. I feel stylish. I try very hard to, you know, to wear nice clothes.
You're succeeding.
Thank you. You know, I've built up my wardrobe quite quickly since. So stylish. I feel younger and I feel way more confident and, well, that's not very happy. I had them all the way along, didn't I? I was big on rewarding myself. So the cruise that we went on with my husband, November last year, that was for getting down, well, it wasn't really, but I didn't want to go until I was, you know, under 75 kilos. It was a big thing for me. When we got married, I was 73, so I wanted to be around that. I didn't think I'd ever get any lower than that. Like, that was, you know, almost the holy grail for me, was hitting that weight. So, and yeah, that's how I rewarded myself, was cruise with my husband. Yeah. I did. Stretch marks and all. I didn't care. Like, I'm happy in my own skin, so, you know, I'm never going to be a supermodel. I want to tell the world how good the program is. So, yeah, it's not so much for me, it's more, you know, just wanting to share that information with everyone else rather than get something out of it for me. Just the other day, my team leader asked me if I wanted to be a team leader, a group leader, and I said, no, I'm not ready yet. And I'm really not ready yet to get up and actually host meetings or do that. I hope one day I am, but just not confident enough yet. So you have to be in the right headspace. You have to take responsibility for maybe where you are and ownership and you know, stop blaming it on everything else before you will succeed. So Weight Watchers is the perfect tool when you're ready to actually, you know, apply yourself to lose weight. Then Weight Watchers is the perfect tool. But you have to make that decision, and to lose it in the first place and be there.